However, now we go to more the genuine, more in the book. So in the book, today said recollection of the Dharma. And this has two parts. Then what? Synopsis and an extensive explanations. I don't know the synopsis, but summary and details. Okay, I think recollection Dharma we stopped yesterday above that, so even we don't read at all, I think you should find. 230, it meant 230 was page number here. And then the summarize is like Tambachuina Hibas. So in the Sutra, the root text says it through purifying, the holy Dharma, holy Dharma, the starting from holy Dharma to until it through purifying. This between what topic is, they say like summarize one. General of the Dharma, make summarizing. So, Tambachuina Hibai. And then here, the just Sanskrit called Dharma, the sound of the Dharma. Mipham use here like the words all together, Jidanyan is like more like hold. The Dharma, the meaning is hold something. However, and then this Dharma, the word Dharma is that you can use 10 different meanings here. And here, Mipham says that generally all phenomena we call Dharma. So I think today translators, they call Dharma, religion Dharma, or just phenomena, the phenomena Dharmas.
Many translators differentiate them with using with Buddhist Dharma, big D, big capital letter, and with basic constituent particles, they use small letter. It might be the small letter.
Dharma, so word Dharma. And phenomena, all phenomena also sometimes you can often use Dharma. And then the path is also Dharma, and also virtues we call it Dharma, etc. There's like almost 10 different, the word it kind of you can use. So each of this, they hold something. So when you say when we talk about phenomena, every phenomena, they have their own characteristics. Like fire has their own characteristics. We call something that they're burning something. Human being has also their own characteristics. We call who can speak and who can understand. This is like definition of the humans. So characteristics means like definition. Every phenomenon has their own definitions. They hold their own kind of definitions. So therefore, the phenomena is the Dharma. And then for here, Mipham use the 10 virtues. It holds that we are not falling into the lower realms. So whoever practice only 10 virtues, they do not need initiations, refugees, Bodhisattva vows, etc. Everybody can do, everybody must do as human beings. So that only that also we will not be born into the lower realms, etc. And then this path, it goes in the path. Path always kind of, you are free or protection from some kind of, dangers, or bring correct, when they said path, then they should have some sides, you're between something we call path, general path. I mean general paths, and then the religion paths also must be such things, okay? So here is more religion paths. But anyhow, Maharaj says there is the different meanings of these 10 different things, but here we call spring dharmas or highest dharmas, Tambichus. And that is among these all phenomena, the best, the highest, the most holiest. Could we say holiest? Okay. It is that then we call the Buddha Dharma, Dambata, Rabba, Purdajivi, Julams. And then here they're saying this holy Dharma has two aspects. One, the cause or path aspect of the Dharma, as I mentioned, from the first path we call accumulation path. From that to the up in normal land path, the practitioners, the wisdom, has to be developed, developed. So the beginning, wisdom can be very small. Jamgön Mipham Rinpoche, he used one example how different is wisdom of this Hinayana and Mahayana. He says that Hinayana's realization is something that, one seed, like barley, if you make whole, small barley, if you make whole, and then you look to sky, this small hole to see sky is very small, right? Very small. And for human beings, almost you can't see, And then someone look at the sky. These two things are how big difference. So he says that the Hinayanas to understand of the emptiness is like something that whole from from the Balik to see the sky, and Mahayanas are like this. So these differences. However, that way need to develop. So therefore, the paths that is also wisdom of the emptiness. So Nagarjuna says this Hinayana have realization of the emptiness. He used 3 logics and 7 chords. Hinayana also has realization of the emptiness, but then that emptiness is very small, okay? So if that emptiness is like so however, that is wisdom, that is the course, and that is the path. And then need to develop from there to see really the sky. And then once you are completely, accomplishing of your path, then you call cessation, you call nirvana, you call enlightenment, you call Buddhahood, etc. And that is the genuine Dharma. So therefore, Maharaj, he also used these 2 things. The holy Dharma, perfect Dharma, excellent Dharma has the cause or path of the Dharma and the result and cessation of the Dharma. And then he talked about also a little bit the scripture, longitudinal. I think this next was the from the scriptures, and then people gain the similarity of the knowledge. So therefore, like scripture Dharma and realization of the Dharmas. So in order to hold Buddha Dharma, there's only 2 ways. The one of this Slovene Inyan. I think Inyan is translated as what in Sanskrit, I don't know, Slovene Inyan, okay? One of the who made this Danakosha writer called Slovene Inyan. Sorry? Vasubandhu, okay? He was saying that if you really want to hold Buddha Dharma, there's only 2 ways. Either scripture Dharma or realization of Dharma. then how we really hold scripture Dharma, then they need to be studied, hearing, reflection, meditations. And realizations, or maybe I think realization is more practice, practice. I think maybe we could say hearing and reflection and then meditation, if you put these three wisdoms. However, that way we need to practice, we need to hold Dharma. So that's why in Tibetan Buddhism, it's very popular that we have Hyedra, means like college, which you can supposed to hold scripture Dharmas, who knows very well about Dharmas. And then we have Dubda. Dubda means retreat centers. And those are supposed to be the practice of the meditations. And they're really excellent ones, they know both. And very weak ones, no matter wherever you are, you don't know anything. Both, And ancient time, one time, there's two great masters came same time. One is called Drupa Kunle, who has really achieved Mahasiddha. This realization, full of realization beings. Then another we call Sakya Pendita. Sakya Pendita is from Sakya lineage. And he is well known of the, how you could say, is knowledgeable. But not only, but both are also has realization, but generally people, they talk this Sakya Pandita is very knowledgeable and Drupa is very realization beings. And they are always fighting each other. Really. And that Drupa is just practicing and living like very normal, how you say, familyhood life. And then Sakya Pandita is like pure monk, and he go to everywhere and teach and things like that. And one time he went in China, he become like teacher of the Chinese. There's what's called this king at that time. What? The emperor. The emperor.
He became a teacher of Mongol emperor Kublai Khan, not Chinese emperor teacher.
He was in Chinese too, not only Mongolian.
He came to China because Mongols ruled the China at that time.
That you talk, but nobody accepts. This is like another. This is another book we need. So this, but anyway, you go through this, but I go directly. So either of them came from Mongolia, or he went direct to China. That is no matter. This is not our matters. But he was become teacher of the what's called Emperor China. And when he come back, and then Drupa says, did you went to everywhere? And he said, yes. Did you feel broken some of your people around the world? So, this Sakya Pandita gave me initiations and things like that. And then he was very criticism because he just, symbol life. And there's many things, like that kind of, they two agree each others. However, I give examples, such realization beings and also scripture holders. So, so says, in short, the spring Dharma has to be either scripture or then realizations. So then here they use now the root text in this. The wording here in text is holy Dharma, which is understood like this. Okay, which is understood like this. Okay, then I'm not sure now I'm correct or not. Okay, the holy Dharma is that good. Okay, now I think it's this holy Dharma. The holy Dharma is next. The holy Dharma like that is good in the beginning. So this is like a root text. Okay, root text. So the holy Dharma is either of the scripture and realization. That we need to know. Really holy Dharma. So Holding of this is like knowing of the spiritual and having the realization. That way we can say we are holding with the Dharma.